Welcome back. Sports 10 continues our coverage from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, before tomorrow's huge game, number 1 Alabama at number 13 LSU. It's the biggest game former Terre Haute South Brave Danny Etling has ever played in. Now, Danny always talks about how important his hometown is to him and where he came from. One thing is very clear: Danny has never forgotten about Terre Haute, especially someone that had a big impact on his life. Every time Danny Etling takes to the field at LSU, a part of Terre Haute does as well.
It's obviously something that it's near and dear to my heart, and I probably don't talk about it too much, but it's something that I'm not ashamed of, and I'm very proud to wear it.
Etling is talking about his number 16 jersey.
When I had the option to choose a number again, 16 kind of stuck out for that same reason, and I kind of have always had a soft spot for it. 16
is more than a number to the LSU quarterback. It's the number of one of his best friends from high school, and Cam Taylor, who wore it when he played soccer. Danny lost his good friend in 2012 when Cam had a seizure while sleeping and passed away. There's not a day goes by that Etling doesn't think about his childhood buddy.
It's taught me a great lesson of, humility and trying to be the best person I can be, just trying to love everyone and treat everyone how you'd want to be treated, and that's something that I think he kind of stuck with me.
Cam taught all of us a lot of things, so I think a lot of people learned from him, including Danny, and I'm proud to say that, and I'm proud to be his father.
Etling's gesture to honor Cam has meant more to the Taylor family than Danny will ever know.
When we saw it on TV and we saw he was wearing 16, it felt good. It felt good that we all realized why he was wearing it, and it makes us all proud that Cam's still remembered.
Danny will tell you he's not just trying to honor Cam, but be like him.
Hopefully I'm kind of doing him proud, and hopefully, I can continue to kind of wear that number with pride and kind of show everyone through my on the field and off the field actions with that number on my back that, that I'm trying to be the best person I can be, and, just trying to maybe live up to the off the field kind of character that he presented throughout the entire time I knew him.
I'm sure that Cam's watching. I'm sure he's proud. I'm sure he cheers for him, and I'm sure he looks after Danny in any way he can.
Now, this season isn't the first time Danny Etling has wore that number 16 jersey. He also wore it at Terre Haute South right after Cam Taylor passed, and guess what? The Braves won that game. Danny is hoping for that same good luck tomorrow with that 16 jersey. That would be big because LSU hasn't beaten Alabama since 2011. Etling has provided a much-needed spark to an LSU offense that had struggled scoring the last few years. LSU is happy to have the Terre Haute native as part of their program.
Well, first of all, we're proud of Danny Etling and what he's done and the type of young man he is and what he means to our football team. He's a quiet leader. He leads by example. He's a hard worker. He takes hits back there, doesn't say a word, and wants to get better. He's always in the office studying film, getting better. So the type of young man he is, we're very proud that he's our quarterback.
We'll have much more on Danny Etling's huge game tomorrow against number 1 Alabama, again at 11 tonight. Also later on tonight, Sports 10's Casey Miller will be in studio. He'll have high school football sectional championship game from all the Wabash Valley teams in action tonight. That does it for sports from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The news will be right back.